Hey everyone, it's Marco again from Diablo3GoalGuide.net. Today I'm going to show you how to determine what level you should be playing at. So I'm going to start an adventure game, and there's three main things I focus on. One, can I kill a goblin before he jumps into his portal? Two, can I kill an elite pack in under 30 seconds? And three, do the elite packs that have damage reflect or dropping things on the ground, are they killing me really quickly? Like, am I able to even fight back? And are there some combinations that are just impossible to handle, such as damage reflect? All three of those things, they focus on damage, toughness, and healing, whether I should be in a level. Now, right now, it's on Torment 1, so I actually don't want that. I'm going to start it at normal difficulty, and we're going to go all the way up and determine whether this is the area I should be playing at. So I'm just going to go to a random spot. I need to look for elites and goblins. They're the main thing I need to worry about. And I'll tell you right now, I'm going to breeze through normal. I'll be done this in about 15 seconds. But this is the way you determine what level you should be farming at. It's not what you need from the level. It's what every single level that you go through will give you the items you need to progress to the next one. As you can see, I'm just tearing right through normal. Not really a problem. But we'll see. Sometimes people are really good at killing the regular monsters, but they don't have the sustained damage to defeat the elites. So just because you can breeze through all the regular enemies, the mobs, doesn't mean you can do the harder enemies. And you don't want to run into walls where you just get stuck. Now here's an elite. So time this real quick. It's already dead. So obviously, oh, there's one guy around the corner. Obviously, this is way too low of a level for me. So let me exit right now. And I will bump it up a notch, and we'll see. I'll run into either of those three instances, and we can determine whether I should be here or not. I have played where I had so much DPS but not enough survivability, so that's why all three matter. Alright, sorry, wrong button. I want to go game settings, and I want to change it up a notch. Let's go up 2. I don't want to waste your time and do every single one, so let me go up 2. To expert mode. Each of the difficulties have different levels. The one below Torment, I believe it's Master, gives you better gems. But they don't happen that often. So don't just play that level because you want the better gems. It's actually faster to play normal if you want to get gold for gems. Unless you can handle the higher level difficulties. That's what I say every time. Just focus on whether you can survive and defeat your enemies. That's the point you should be playing at. Just because you want legendaries from Torment 1 or higher, because that's where some of them spawn, doesn't mean that you can start there and begin playing there. And normal is pretty damn easy. So if you're struggling on normal, it means you really have to reevaluate your character, the way you've built him, and maybe you need to focus more on rare items. You really should have a lot of rares on your character when you start off. And even now, when I have a really well-built character, there are rares on me that blow the pants off any legendaries I'm going to find. At least likely going to find. You know, you still have to get rolls on your legendaries, and you don't always get the stats you need, even with re-rolling. For example, I have a Lyric Signet. This is awesome for getting Paragon levels. I've gone up like 6 Paragon levels in the last play session because it's just so much more experience per kill. And also, I've been trying to re-roll this thing. I've re-rolled it 12 times. Every single time is 900,000 gold, and I keep getting freaking Vitality or some other worthless stat, and I want to get crit damage. Once I get this ring up to crit damage, I believe I will break 1 million DPS. But you can't get hung up on that. Like, that can't be the only item I'm focusing on. You need to be willing to look at your rares and re-roll them. Notice I've re-rolled the rares that I own. This one I haven't because it was pretty good. I may consider re-rolling it, though, for the Vitality. But here I re-rolled for Resist All. You have to consider re-rolling your rares. It's very cheap, and that's what you're supposed to do on normal mode. Okay, let's find an elite pack real quick. I actually don't even know if I fought one yet. They die so fast. So let's find that elite pack. Something. Anything. Please. Don't make my video take forever. Obviously, I'm killing the normal mobs, but I never use the normal mobs as a judge for whether I should be in the area unless I'm just getting spanked by them. Which, if I were to play Torment 6... yeah, a skeletal bowman could kill me. Like, it's ridiculous. Come on, elites, where are you? Ugh, getting caught on corners. Very not pro right now. I just need an elite or a goblin. Either one. Come on. Every time I break a destructible, I go faster. Every time I open a chest or something that can be opened, even a body, I get double damage. So I have that combination of legendaries right now, which is working really well for me. Oh, here we go. Let's see how fast they die. Notice I'm not even really hitting anything special here. I didn't use any special abilities. I didn't hit my Vengeance, which is my #1 attack. On the higher levels, I will. Okay, so they died pretty quickly. Again, I didn't really take much damage even when the Molten exploded, so not too much of a big deal. Let's go up another level. Oh, I could hit raise. Oh, I'm sorry. I could hit raise difficulty right there. You're allowed to raise it up once, I believe, in a play session, depending on what it is. So let's raise this up. I'm going to skip Master. I'm just going to write the Torment 1. And we will keep tweaking this to figure out where I should be. I was going to do this on a lower level character, but they all belong in normal right now, so I didn't see the point. So let's go to another area. We're going to the battlefields again. Probably should do another one that has a better chance of an elite spawning, but alright, let's try this out. Again, the reason I'm so low on gold is because I keep re-rolling that damn ring. And I keep getting double vitality. It's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. I cannot get... I'm going to get crit damage at 25. You watch. I'm going to spend all that money trying to make the perfect lyric signet. And yeah, it's just not going to work out for me. Plus, it's going to hurt my vitality. I'm going to go down like 8% toughness, which is kind of bad. So I may have to adjust my other items to make it work. But I really want my rings and my amulet to deal a lot of DPS, because I can focus on vitality on my legs and chest. Also, if you didn't notice, I'm using a lot of resist all gems. I believe resist all gems are a much better decision compared to your primary stat. One, because you have so much primary stat from your items that it's a very small amount of an increase, even with every gem having it. Maybe it's a 10% increase. But if I go with all resist all gems, I'm getting like a 30% increase to my survivability. So I definitely think that's worth it. And also, sometimes it's worth it to focus on items where it only increases one thing. So you have an item that gives you a ton of toughness or a ton of healing. All right, here's an elite. And I'm just going to, whoa, almost died of the fire chains. Let's hit my ultimate and see how fast I can kill these guys. That fire change was pretty nasty. Alright, looks like they're dead already. So I killed them very fast, but I had trouble with the special ability on the enemy. So that's something to keep in mind. You know, that was one of my 3 questions. Do I have enough DPS? Do I have enough toughness? And do I have enough healing? And I had just enough healing there. So I believe that if I up the difficulty to Torment 2, I'm going to struggle a little bit more. And that's why I probably should be on Torment 1 right now. So let's go to Torment 2. And again, I've focused very heavily on damage in my build, and only a couple of my items have decent vitality stats on them. So I believe 2 is going to be pushing it for me. I think I'll still breeze through it damage-wise, but I'm going to start taking deaths. And deaths are just, they don't really hurt you that much in terms of gold, but it slows you down. A death is a lot of time wasted. And if you die multiple times in a row to the same enemy because you hit a wall against them, that's not good. So it's much better to just farm efficiently and never die. Let's do the Bridge of Korzik. There's a lot of normal enemies, and I'll get a feel for how difficult those are for me at this level. And with this build, I actually do struggle a little bit if there's lots of little enemies that take 4 or 5 shots. Let me put my AoE down. And look, I mean, these guys take a little bit more time, and I'm dying. Wait, what's killing me? Oh, it was a reflect damage or one of those pools. So there you go. This is probably too much for me, right? There's a lot of enemies on the screen, but I took a lot of damage from a very simple ability from my enemy. So that's never a good thing. Let's put the thing on there. Now notice I am taking some damage here from the reflect. It's off right now, but when it was up, I was taking damage. So that's one of my questions. You know, are you taking a lot of damage from enemy specials? Look at my life going down from that. That's not good, right? I mean, I have to pop a potion. Not good. So this is just a little too difficult, not because of the DPS, but because of my survivability. So that is how I determine whether I should be in a level. Those 3 things. I didn't get to show you a goblin. But I smoke the goblins right now, even by myself. And again, when you play with more people, you actually get a better bonus for playing with those people than if you were to play solo. You actually have an easier time as long as you stick together and attack the same enemies. Because your enemies only go up like 25% health, whereas you basically double your damage each time you add a person. Well, not double it, but you know what I mean. Times 2, times 3, times 4, based on the number of people. Alright guys, good luck and have fun. Remember to check out my blog, Diablo3GoalGuide.net.